I deal with a number of men's children all of my adult life, and I've seen what the absence of fathers have meant to children and the impact that it's had on their life. Having a responsible father, having someone that is in that house and for the right reasons is exactly what we need right now. It's what our children, it's what our families, it's what our communities need. There is such a father hunger that many times are not expressed. I take men on retreats, and some my age and older, when we talk about their fathers, when we talk about how they grew up, some are moved to tears even these many years later because of that absence of that father. So a responsible father is that father that's there. The responsible father is a father that leads by example. The responsible father is firm and loving. A responsible father has a spirit that is giving. I would look at my father. My father will never be on television. He'll never be written about. He's 89, 90 years old. Just last week had a stroke. But what I remember about my father is that he worked 3 jobs. He worked in a factory in Long Island City. He used to shape and do bundles for the New York Times. He used to call it shape-up work, where hundreds of men would come and they would pick out X amount that would work and make good money. And he was a maintenance janitor at Alexander's department store. When my mother asked me to pick up my father, as irresponsible as I was, and as much as into my stuff and wanting to be with the car and parties, when mommy said, go pick up your father, I didn't care who called me. I don't care when mommy's was ringing the phone. I went and I got my father. I would sit outside and he would get in the car and he wouldn't talk much and he would be asleep by the second light. I saw that a man provides, that a man brings not just his personage home, but brings the money home. I saw through his sacrifice and through what he was able to do and to lead, and not yelling at me or pressing me to do, but just being that symbol of strength, that symbol of being that provider and showing up every day. There was a family when I was in my 20s. There was a family that lost their mother. It was a family of about 9 children, and the mother died of cancer. And I'm like maybe 25, 26 and I became like the father or the anchor of the family. I would talk to the boys. I would make sure, they were poor, so I would make sure that they had whatever it is that they needed and whatever I could provide. And I don't really think I did anything other than just being available. So now I'm here at this job, and one day I'm walking across Canal Street. I see one of the brothers. He's a police officer. Another guy got married, and he lives down in North Carolina. He's got his family. One of the brothers that was always a little loopy played basketball for college. I'm turning on the television and I'm seeing him playing for Boston College, starting power forward. He's about 6'10". So all of that. And then I ran into the oldest sister, and she really helped put it in context. Sometimes people think that what they're asked to do is so hard that they resist doing it, or they believe that since they're not quote unquote Mother Teresa or that ilk, that they can't make a difference. All you gotta do is pick up your rock and throw it in the pond. The ripples are not your responsibility.